Welcome back to JC Radio, everybody. The radio show that gives, or the podcast show, the show that gives you wrong information.
But very confidently.
Will give you wrong
Including
information.
botching the intro.
And we're, dude.
No one knows what we are, not even us.
I'll tell you what, we are so good at just messing ourselves up, to be honest. Especially in group chats. I really wish that people could see our group chats. All of us are guilty. I feel like I'm more guilty than anybody to just misread something and just take it very offensive. and then having one of us be like, that wasn't meant to be offensive. We're like, oh, sorry.
I feel like that's easy in a text though. Like anytime somebody sends a text, it's hard to convey emotion sometimes.
I like to think it's our subconscious on how we really think about people.
Oh, probably.
Okay, Alex won't talk. That's fine.
Well, I'm sitting here thinking I've been guilty of that too, and it's just like I honestly done it in my class last semester. Although my one teacher was kind of a C word that I can't say on this network.
A cat?
Yes, a cat.
Yeah, well, switch the vowel and add another letter.
A coot.
Yeah, there you go.
A coat.
A coat. She was a coat. No.
Yeah, but dude, the way she messaged things, it was literally like I showed Chelsea, and I don't think I showed Cody.
No.
I'm almost certain I didn't show Cody. But like, you could just read the emails and be like, man, she has a real bad attitude.
But did she really have a bad attitude, or
oh, completely.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah. That's what happens when you have one student in class.
oh, there you go.
Oh.
No, my favorite moment was when I think Alex, you shared something like Marvel, something Marvel, I think, on the group chat, and then Cody kind of innocently goes, "I really don't care," or what did you say? Like you didn't care, or can we just stop talking about this?
It literally was, I don't care.
Yeah, and I was like,
I know exactly what message you're talking about.
And I thought Cody said something along the lines of let's stop talking about it, and
Probably at some point.
yeah, and I was at work, and I was like, okay, I guess Cody's having a crap day. I just won't mention anything. and then I think we met later that day, and Alex and I joked about oh, don't bring up Marvel because Cody doesn't like it. Turns out it triggers him. So, and then Cody was like, "No, Cody was just relaying that he doesn't."
We talked about it too much at one point.
Yeah,
we probably had a good 4 or 5 episodes straight where we talked about Marvel. And I'm like, we need other things.
Yeah.
Well, in all honesty, there really wasn't that much else to talk about.
No. But also, I was like, I'm kind of tired of talking about Marvel. Let's talk about literally anything else.
Well, speaking of anything else, did you guys read the article about AMC and Regal?
No,
but you kind of gave me the rundown earlier.
So I'm not going to go word for word from what the article said. So, as you know, Trolls World Tour was released to a direct to demand,
direct to streaming.
Yeah, direct to streaming,
Yeah.
but it was only for a 48-hour rental, and that rental was $21.
Okay.
So you got it for 48 hours, you paid $21 for it. So nonetheless, you almost could watch it 8 times if you're that gung ho about it.
Yeah.
But the CEO of Universal NBC, I believe it's NBC with Universal, well, he came out and said in an interview that Trolls World Tour in that format did incredibly well.
Yeah.
Well, in response, AMC and Regal are now boycotting, I guess I would say, any NBC Universal property. They will not show any NBC or Universal property in their theaters.
That's how you lose money.
So you lose a lot of money.
That's a lot of. Hold on, let me.
Like, those movies from that company bring in a lot of money.
Yeah, like here's just one off the bat. Fast and the Furious is Universal NBC.
Oh, yeah. It brings in decent, but like honestly, for the American, like a good chunk of its profit is from like its Asian market.
Yeah.
So while
either way, that's a
good
billion.
chunk, but like it's not as much as it seems like if they only have like stuff in the U.S. anyways.
Yeah, but either way, like that's a $1 billion movie franchise. Like it's proven to be a $1 billion movie franchise.
Yeah.
So you're losing that. I don't have the numbers on Trolls World Tour, but the first one killed. So I'm only assuming over this quarantine that parents were like, you know what, spend the $21, get it. So, like, I don't have the numbers, but I guarantee it made back its budget at least.
What, Trolls?
Yeah.
Oh, hands down. I mean, I can look up right now what its box office numbers
So
were.
apparently AMC on Twitter, or no.
Oh, that's also James Bond.
Yeah, that is James Bond too.
Is it James Bond?
Yeah.
I just saw that.
I couldn't remember if James Bond was
John
Paramount or not. And it's Mission Impossible.
So Lights Camera Pod on Twitter put an image
Imagine not seeing
James Bond in theaters. AMC and Regal say that's going to happen for all Universal releases.
We don't believe that threat.
I don't believe that threat.
I don't either. I think they're trying to like back Universal into a corner that it can't do because
See, I'm kind of in the other mindset. I would almost bet. I wouldn't be confident in this bet, but I would put a little money down on saying that it wouldn't surprise me if Universal didn't back down and just started releasing them like that.
Oh yeah, no. If the major theaters won't do it, might as well.
I wouldn't say that's them backing down. That's them going, okay, fine.
It's just, the funny thing is, 2 years ago, this was a huge conversation too. Because you all remember straight to streaming because they were going to come up. I can't remember the name of the actual service, but it was the creator of Napster came up with the idea of going to movie studios and having them put the movie on the streaming service for, I think the subscription was $35 a month, and then you had to pay another $30 to rent the movie. So essentially paying $65 for a movie, but you get to watch it at home as many times as you want because they had an unlimited amount of viewing until it came out to purchase.
I honestly, I think the only reason it worked for Trolls or anything else that's gonna do it right now is because people don't have the option to go to the theaters.
Yeah.
The thing with the theater is people want to get out of the house. That gives them an excuse to get out of the house.
I like going to the theater. I still feel that theater experience when I go to a good movie theater.
Yeah. So, I mean, I get it's still a thought, but I don't think most movies would do as well when, theaters are actually back up and running because people are still going to be like, oh, no, I'm going to get out of the house and not do that.
See, I'm looking at it the vice versa. I'm also look at it from a perspective of how many people go to a movie at a single time. So for me and Chelsea, for instance, that's 5 tickets.
Oh yeah.
On top of concessions.
Again,
that's an $80 night whenever I could do it from my house and spend a fraction of that.
But again, that's where they kind of weigh the cost. It's okay, we'll have some families where we'd make a killing on it, and they're only going to pay $20, but we also have the single people who we'd get $8 off of. Instead, we're going to get more than double that.
Yeah, but you gotta admit, those single people still, they might go see a movie more than once in a week or in a month.
Yeah, but that movie specifically.
Yeah, I guess
unless they go watch the same one multiple times.
I've done that before when I was single. I saw Batman Dark Knight Rises 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, you got multiple showings out of that for me.
But
well, devil's advocate. What if you get all these college kids pulling, say, $5 together and do it that way?
Oh yeah, that too.
Again, there's ways to lose money by doing it that way as well. Again, that's why I don't think once it's back in theaters that it would be a viable option.
Well, I honestly think AMC and Regal are shooting themselves in the foot by coming out on this stance.
It's just a threat. They're hoping that it'll get Universal to do something when it's eventually they're going to have to back down and be like, okay, well, we can't afford to lose the profits that this is going to rake in. Like, I get they don't get movie theaters get basically nothing from like ticket sales, but it's the fact that you get people for that movie that then buy concessions, they buy this thing, they buy that thing. It's like, okay, well, that's where our money was. If they're not coming for said movie, they're not buying these things.
That's the thing. Like, how much, Cody? I don't know if you know this answer. How much profit does a theater get in ticket prices?
Real low. I don't actually know the number. I'll probably know at some point right now.
It's like
I have no
really
idea.
Stupid low.
Oh yeah, we get essentially next to nothing.
Yeah, but like, so all your profits in the concessions.
Yeah,
and then, well, let's be honest. Who doesn't at least get popcorn when they go see a movie?
Me.
I don't. If I'm by myself, I don't.
Dude,
it might be surprising how often like we get people that just get a ticket.
See, I can't go to the movie theater like that, especially if I'm on my own. I'm like, fetch, it's just me. I'm taking myself out, man. I'm gonna get the slush.
Yeah,
and
some people do. Honestly, I'd say a good like 80% of the people do get concessions, but we still have a decent chunk of people that will be like, "Nah, I just want the ticket."
See, I'm definitely a ticket guy. I'm like, just give me my ticket. I'm good. Except if when I go in Fulton and I'm by myself, I will get beer. So that didn't even go back to the movie theater all the way.
I think not all the way, but I think we still get an okay profit off of that.
Well, here's the thing. I think for people like that, here's my thought. Because you could also say the same thing about movies going straight to Netflix or Hulu and not going to theaters and look at the profit from there too.
The weird thing is, how do you find the profit on something that just goes straight to Netflix?
I think it's based off of viewership.
No, just how essentially it's not
based
profit,
off of viewership, but Netflix doesn't release that data.
Yeah, it's based off of viewership. So.
Okay.
But obviously it's a good gig when like big name actors like George Clooney, Brad Pitt, and like Robert De Niro are doing it.
Yeah.
Well, there's a little hold on, John. There's a little misconception on that one too, because whenever they sign those contracts to do direct to Netflix things, they more than likely or more than half the other times have a clause in there where they're allowed to do a project with creative control.
Yeah, but still, I mean.
So there's a little bit of incentivization there.
But still, if it wasn't that big of a deal, you know that that big name actors like that wouldn't be saying yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but you also got to remember that Martin Scorsese also threw a hissy fit whenever they weren't going to put it in a movie theater for The Irishman.
Yeah, but still, he threw the hissy fit and then didn't. I feel like he ended up getting more than he thought. I haven't heard or seen anything after him throwing a fit, then it getting released, and then it was nothing. That's making me think he probably got a decent profit back.
I also think that it was also
plus it was also
stunt.
Yeah, that too. Plus it was nominated for like a lot of things, so like everybody watched it. So
that's the thing with nominations though for that stuff is just because you get nominated doesn't mean people watch it. I mean, Endgame is now the highest grossing movie ever, which means everybody watched it, and it was up for, I guess it hasn't been up yet, or no?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, it was up for, next to nothing.
Hey, Alex, it was a year ago you and I saw Endgame.
What?
It was a year. It was like a year and a week ago you and I saw Endgame.
Oh, yeah, it was, wasn't it?
That was a fun time.
It was. And plus, the Oscars don't nominate superhero movies.
Well, yeah, but again, the nomination's not based on who watched it. It's based on a lot of other things that have nothing to do with.
It's based on a group of old white men who think they know movies better than the people who make them.
Again,
Fetch, sign me up on that list.
there's a lot to look at. Like, even just being nominated for, like, costumes, it's like, well, there's a lot of things to look at inside that, or being nominated for sound design or this design or whatever. Like, there's a lot of criteria that it's like, well, it doesn't matter if people watched it. It's based on these criteria. Does this fit?
Here's my thing. Like, I feel like for people like you and people like Alex, where you just want the ticket and going and just to watch the movie, I could really see how going straight to streaming is like a million times beneficial than getting up and going to a theater, you know, with that attitude.
Yeah.
Because, like, honestly, like, it's like you get your own food at home, you could sit down and relax in your own big chair,
but again,
and you know,
you're forgetting the best thing about that. You get to
theater.
pause the movie.
Oh yeah, you get to pause the movie. Yeah. No, I can totally see it. But at the same time, like someone like me, who when I'm just like I'm going to the movie theater, to me it's still like a exciting experience. You get to look at all the posters, you get to look at all the lights, you get to get like their big thing of popcorn and sit down and see it on a big screen. Like I could see why why AMC theaters like, dude, you took that away from us and like all our money, because people like me really gives them a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that brings up my next point about this, is that they're throwing such a hissy fit about it. The movie theaters aren't even open.
Yeah. Like,
well, that's the thing. Like, I think they're scared that it's going to lead to it's still going on even after the pandemic.
Which,
okay, well, if you're scared that that's going to happen, then you should go with the approach of flies and honey instead of flies and vinegar.
Yeah.
Because if I'm the CEO of AMC, I'm going to be on Universal and NBC's butt trying to figure out what their next plan is. And if I have to get cozy with them, I'll do it. But I want to figure out what's going to happen because it interferes with my company.
You convince them that they're going to make a bigger profit by releasing it into your theaters than just through streaming, because your company doesn't exist without them.
Man, Alex will just do anything for $1.
Well, it's the mindset. Like, the people, you have to, there's no way that
you have to.
I would do this as a CEO of someone throwing a hissy fit of this nature. I'm going to be like, well, we're going to set up a meeting and talk about it and see what's going to go happen. I'll even cut my prices down on Universal just so they wouldn't do it.
I got you. Yeah. Well, thank you, Alex, for joining us today. We're going to go to our next caller. Well, thank you. You've had a lot of great points. JC Radio, who's this?
Still me, Miss Button.
Oh, fetch. Oh, that's embarrassing.
Ooh, man.
Anyways.
What else happened this week? That's the only thing I saw.
No, that's actually pretty big. We took up too much time on that. I'm just kidding. No, that was good stuff. Yeah. Mushroomhead released their new song, music video, and like artwork.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Actually, I'm really excited for it.
Song sounded solid. Haven't seen the video, but I am kind of excited that like Jackie might be officially in it.
Oh yeah,
I like the sound with her there.
I like the sound she has and the energy she brings on stage.
The energy, especially like if you haven't seen them live, like in small venue, I don't know what they're like on like a larger stage, but even in a place like, where the heck were we for that show?
We were at Pops for that show, yeah.
Which honestly was a decent sized stage. Like, it wasn't huge, but it wasn't tiny either.
It was better than most stages.
Okay stage. They just don't have any room to do anything, and Jackie was still just like, F it, I don't care.
Jumping around, jumping in the crowd. And I'll say it, she's attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say it. But
all right, way to make that weird.
Yep. I said I'd say it, and I said it.
You did indeed.
I did indeed. I mean, as far as big news goes, I mean, hopefully when this comes out, Missouri will be out of their pandemic. We have like basically 4 more days of it, and that means no more Corona. There's not going to be a lick of Corona left in Missouri.
They'll be at my house on Saturday. About 12 of them.
Right. Oh yeah, you got a new a smoker, a pit boss.
Yeah.
I can't even call it a smoker. It's just a fancy cooking machine.
Yeah, apparently it's a fancy cooking machine.
Yeah, it does smoking, grilling, baking, searing, barbecue. I don't really know what the difference between any of those and barbecue is, but apparently it does barbecue.
There's a difference. there's a difference, Betty.
It does like 8 different things.
So I suggested because you got that. You got like 2 smokers, right?
Mm-hmm.
I
told Cody he could have my electric one.
Dude.
Again, I don't have a place for it right now. I ain't
Just
saying no ever,
put
but like,
put it in your parents' front yard.
And then have the dogs destroy it?
Listen, Cody, you got a problem with your attitude, is what I keep telling you.
Do you know my dogs?
I do. They're great people. They actually call me.
Uh-huh.
So, Cody, when there's a will, there's a way. Okay?
Yeah.
And you don't have the will, so of course you're not going to find that way.
Is this the way?
Shut up. No, I was so you have 2 smokers. I have 3 smokers. Justin is getting 2 smokers from Binky, who's a friend of ours. Binky, I think, has 2 smokers and like 2 new ones.
He's got the smaller version of Pit Boss.
Oh, nice. I say we have a smoke off. And yes, Cody. Did you both do that? I can't tell. Anyways,
I think that was just me.
Just you? I was just hearing you in my headphones.
Probably.
No, not a smoking off. A smoke off.
I'm trying to say I'll put money on someone else that's not in the room right now.
Anyways, we should have a smoke off. We choose your meat, choose your recipe, your own ingredients, and then we'll get each other to judge it.
Biggest problem with that is Justin doesn't use his own stuff.
I mean, you
He just buys like a store-bought marinade.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, like, you could do that too. I make my own rub. I make my own marinade. I make my own.
Justin just
everything.
buys marinade in a bag.
It's like the laziest way to barbecue.
That's what he uses. No offense, bro.
No,
stating facts.
I'll be offensive about it. That's lazy, dude. Oh yeah, he does listen.
Yeah.
Justin, listen. Hold on, we're turning to a barbecue show here. Hi, welcome back to the barbecue show. We heard that. Here's the thing, buddy. Not many people know this, but barbecue is actually is an art. It's a masterpiece, is what it is. Your canvas is your meat. Your colors and your paints and your stuff is your ingredients, and your brush is your
brush.
Is your like when you paint.
Yeah, I said brush? You said your brush. I said is a brush.
Oh yeah, well yeah, you do have a brush. Yeah, you do. I think you said is there a brush, and I was like, yeah. How long have you been finger painting?
Your brush is a brush.
Anyways, but your brush is your bear claws, and your smoker. All right, and you can't just be dipping your brush in the colors on your canvas and hoping that it'll come out looking like Picasso. Okay? You need to take the time, learn, figure out what it is that you want to create on this beautiful canvas, what masterpiece it is that you want to see. Create those mountains, majesties, and the sunset gazing over the top as it says goodbye to the day and hello to a new day. As the squirrels inside the tree are ready to rest their heads. Shut up for a second. Are ready to rest their heads down next to the coolness of the river next to it. You can't just be splatting paint on a sucker, call it art, and sell it for $2,500. There's too many of that. Create your own masterpiece.
And sell it for $25.
Sell it for $25 because hot diggity dog. Here's the thing. You'll have $25 sooner than that guy has $2,500. So,
sure.
Shut up.
Can I add somebody to this smoke off?
Who?
Bill.
No.
I quit.
I quit. I would go against Bill because my curiosity will overthrow me. Or how did the guy put it in Tomb Raider? My ignorance amuses me. So I will go against Bill, but I will
Have low expectations.
I will gladly lose to Bill.
All right.
If I cook better than Bill, I will. Actually, I could die happy. Okay, so Bill, we keep saying Bill.
For those of you that don't know, Bill is my uncle's father-in-law who has won like huge competitions for his like barbecue and smoked meats.
Bill, I think Bill is the only time I ever looked at a buffet of beautifully prepared meat and I started tearing, especially after I had the first taste of a delicious pork chop. And then he took me downstairs to his butcher. He's not a serial killer, but he took me downstairs to his butcher, and my goodness, my heart started singing the Star Spangled Banner. Yeah, it's so beautiful. He actually catered my wedding, and my only regret is that he catered my wedding because everyone knows at a wedding the bride and groom doesn't eat jack.
Yeah,
and we had some leftovers. But I really wish I had it fresh that day. Man.
Yeah.
With his blueberry barbecue sauce.
I got to eat first at my wedding, so what?
Well, no, I ate first, but then after that you have to walk around and talk to everybody.
You don't get to, stuff yourself because you're like, oh, well, now I have to go do things.
Yeah.
You can't go back for, seconds and thirds and fourths.
And then when it's time to go eat, it's the honeymoon time, so you're just like, well, stomach, I'm sorry, I gotta sacrifice you to go do something else. And the stomach's like, it's okay, I understand. So, no, Bill does delicious stuff. You know what? If Bill wants to, he can. And
all right,
we'll go against Bill. Right?
Put everybody, all of you on the same team versus Bill.
I know for a fact my barbecuing is better than everyone else's.
No, it ain't.
Oh, okay. Okay. Looks like we have a cook-off Saturday.
Apparently.
Slow your roll, Rodman.
What'd you say?
Slow your roll, Rodman.
Right. No, I think we could have a cook-off. I think it'd be really nice. JC Radio.
Actually, have y'all watched that? That just brought my... sorry.
No, what?
Popped in my head. The Last Dance?
No.
Dude, it's so good.
How good is it?
Well, it depends. Did you watch Michael Jordan play or not?
No.
Okay, then you wouldn't like it.
No, actually, I never got to see Michael Jordan play. I saw Iverson play. I know it's nothing compared, but anyways. But
I forget how much older I am, so it's like...
Well, no. I was alive because my aunt bought my older brother and my dad tickets to go see Michael Jordan play when I was a kid. And it was actually Michael Jordan's third to last game too, which was weird. So my older brother got to see Michael Jordan play, and I forever resent that about him because that would have been an amazing thing to see him play.
Sure.
No, would have. Alex, how great was it to see Michael Jordan play?
It was great. For the people who... This is going to sound really bad, but I mean this in the nicest way possible. For everyone who said that Kobe was the greatest, it's also a later generation.
Yeah.
So,
that's the
for us that watch Jordan, Jordan was completely different.
Just a small thing on that. That's the problem I have with anybody, in any sport, saying, oh, this person's the greatest of all time, when... in so many sports, the game changes drastically.
Exactly. John Elway, way better than Mahomes.
Let's put it this way.
Uh-huh.
You can shut your mouth on that one.
I was waiting for that.
Put it this way. Phil Jackson even said, let me get the right wording, because Phil coached both of them, and Phil said Jordan was special. He was the next, he put it as, you had Kareem. You had Larry Bird, and then you have Jordan. And he was that next person.
Yeah.
And that's how, different it was for Jordan.
No, I can totally get that, because, I'll say back to the Iverson thing, I know people that grew up with Iverson, which was, Iverson and Jordan were, back-to-back. I think they overlapped each other, actually.
Yeah.
Iverson came in, 94? 5.
Something like that, yeah. And I know people that are our ages, like including Alex's age, that will say that Iverson was the best because of growing up. Yeah, right. I was like, "Are you serious?" I thought they were joking, but no. I mean, but they also had that. There's also that Iverson documentary on Netflix.
I didn't know there was a documentary about him.
Yeah, it's called Iverson.
Oh,
fun fact.
What is it about? How he went broke and got himself kicked out of the NBA?
We don't have to be that harsh on the show, but I'm pretty sure they mentioned it. I've seen Iverson's house. I drove past it once.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah. The funny thing was, actually, no, never mind. I'm not sure how true that statement is. But anyways,
well, like, don't get me wrong, he was a great point guard. It's just
yeah.
Whenever you put him up against Jordan, there's no comparison.
Exactly. But unfortunately, that was people's arguments. They're like, there is no comparison, and Iverson was a later generation, and of course he was a different position, and there was a different playing style. And so, like, they're just like, so through all that, they're like, Iverson's better than Jordan. But I'm like, if you could defend it like that, you know you can't say Iverson's better than Jordan. Iverson may have been the best at his time.
I don't even know about that.
Well,
Maybe
during
the best at his position.
I remember in third grade when
him and Kobe had to overlap some.
Well, and Shaq too. I remember in third grade.
Yeah.
When the Sixers went against the Lakers, and that was when Shaq was really blowing up. The huge thing was Iverson versus Shaq, and so
that's such a drastic difference. Like, they don't even play remotely the same spot.
I don't know. That was just the biggest thing in third grade.
Let's put it this way though. Like, if you think about Michael Jordan had to play against Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
That was what, the 91 title?
No idea.
They beat them.
91?
No, like 91 and 92. I'm almost certain.
No idea.
I can't remember, to be honest.
But anyway, he went up against Magic. He went up against Bird. He went up against Patrick Ewing. He went up, like, you can just name so many more superstars in that era that Michael Jordan had to go through. And eventually he did have to play Kobe, especially in the, 96, 97 era?
Sure.
Because Kobe would have been 18 and gone into the league right around that time?
No idea.
But I don't know. It was a very good, like, it's still going. They're doing episode by episode. But, like, I thought it was funny because how everyone's like, well, LeBron had to have a team to do it. Well, so did Jordan. Jordan had to have Pippen and Rodman to do it.
Everybody has to have a team.
Yeah. Like,
no one person can single-handedly do it. I don't care how many people like to be like, oh, well, LeBron willed his way into the finals. Yeah, he might have. He still had to have a team.
Yeah.
If you go 1 versus 5, you're not winning.
Yeah, the famous shot again of the Cavaliers and the Bulls where Jordan hits that 3 with, 1 second left, and he just jumps up in the air, that famous shot. He got to the playoffs and then lost the very first series to the Pistons because the Pistons just beat the crap out of them. Like, that was when Rodman first got there, and everyone else on the Pistons just knew that if they could beat up on Jordan, that they weren't going to do anything.
Sure. Don't know enough about basketball, but sure.
Well, that's the whole other argument too, is that basketball's changed now.
Well, yeah, that's why. I mean, I'm not gonna ever say he is, but that's why, like, I don't get how people can argue that Tom Brady's the GOAT. I'm like, the NFL between now and when Joe Montana played is so drastically different.
Yep.
Like, the only thing you can go off at that point would be this, like, one of the big arguments between, like, Jordan and LeBron, and the fact that, like Jordan, Elway never lost a Super Bowl. If he made it, he won.
Yep.
I was trying to think when they didn't if they made it or not.
I'm like,
Who?
Alex, you can't see what I'm doing right now. I'm just gonna be 100% honest with you. I am not paying attention to the conversation at all.
You're good.
Cody's trying not to laugh.
We can move on to something
text Alex
else.
what I'm doing right now. Just using my phone.
Probably looking at something on your phone.
Nope, it's on the computer. It's bigger. Oh, I can scroll? Oh, shoot! Okay.
We've officially lost John.
Okay. I could dig this. Oh, shoot. Hey, did you know on Google Image, if the arrow keys work?
Yeah.
Like, you could scroll left and right for each image, and then you can just scroll down for, like, more images. Holy fetch.
Did you not know that?
No, man.
Oh.
Holy crap.
All right.
All right. What's next?
Hear anything on Scarlett Johansson? For like Black Widow or anything?
I know it got postponed or pushed back.
Nothing new?
Not to my knowledge.
Put the pieces together here, Alex.
Okay, I was just wondering.
I really haven't. So like,
no, it's fine. No, I haven't heard anything either. I'm legit, actually. I'm legit curious, Cody. I'm not lying about that. It just popped up in my head.
Did something else pop up too, John?
Nope, we're fine.
All right, we're getting radio silence here. What's the deal?
Nothing. 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 I'm waiting for you to bring up your next topic.
Why? I'm not the showrunner here.
You need to be right now. What about? Oh! Actually, hold on. This picture reminds me of something.
Okay. I'm pretty sure he muted himself.
He mute us?
His end.
His end? Oh, so he can't hear what we say?
I think he can hear us.
Alex, that prick.
Pretty sure. Don't be a dick, John.
Oh, hey, he can't hear us. I don't know how muting works. Hey, so I finally watched Fantastic Beasts. That movie was better than I thought it'd be. But apparently, Harry Potter 7 or 8. How many Harry Potter books are there? There are 7.
7 books, 8 movies.
8 movies. Apparently, Harry Potter 9, technically the 8th story of Harry Potter, which is The Cursed Child, that only went on Broadway, that did horrible, but is still on Broadway, is in the process of maybe becoming a movie. And
I hope not.
And word has it, all the original cast, yes, including Draco Malfoy's character, or the guy that plays him, is willing to come back to be in the movie.
I'm down with that, but I hate that book.
Well, it was a play. Oh yeah, well they released the script. They released the script to a book. Yeah. No, it's horrible. Yeah. I hear. I know nothing. False. I know it's about Harry Potter's kid, and he's in Slytherin. And that's about it.
And Voldemort's kid, which never existed or was mentioned at all in the books.
And this goes on. They are copying Star Wars. Okay.
And it has to do with time travel.
Okay, well that's their thing.
I mean, R2 could have just told.
I knew that was coming. I just, you're mentioning, plot hole. Well, there you go. R2 could have just told Luke, hey, by the way.
Hey, actually.
This your dad.
In the expanded universe, or in Legends at least, I didn't know this, but every time Obi-Wan asked R2 to stay with the ship when he would go, R2 had a legit anxiety attack because the last time somebody told him to stay with the ship was Anakin, when Anakin slaughtered the Separatists and murdered Padme, and Obi-Wan came back later with Anakin's lightsaber but no Anakin. So every time Obi-Wan was like, R2 stay with the ship, R2's basically like, you gonna go kill people? Like, why do I need to stay at the ship? Why can't I come with you?
Are you gonna come back? The last person that told me to stay didn't come back.
But I don't know if you remember what happened, but
wasn't great, buddy.
Wasn't not good things happened. So
I think it's more funny I just got John to quote a Legends/expanded universe than anything.
I'm okay with talking about it. I'm not okay
with that.
I'm not okay with it with making it canon.
Some of it's good.
I'm not saying some of it's not good. A lot of it's not accurate, but I'm not okay with it being canon.
You know what?
Because it's contradictive.
You know what the answer to things not lining up is? plot armor. Doesn't matter. It's in the plot.
Shut up. I don't like plot armor.
And I guess Joe Russo, I didn't get to read this one, but Joe Russo did make a comment that the battle planets, no, battle worlds, I think it's, or battle planet, I think it's battle planets. The old cartoon series and Magic the Gathering will be coming to Netflix sooner than expected.
Woo woo!
Magic!
Oh yeah, and we're still moving forward with the Lord of the Rings prequel on Amazon Prime, the TV show.
Oh.
No, it's going to be great. It's going to be talking about the first, second, and third, not realm, eras, I think they're called, with Sauron's master,
I don't know.
I want to say Margul or something like that. I don't know. It's going to show the birth of the One Ring. It's going to show the birth of the Nazguls, because the 9 men that have those rings. It's going to be cool. It's going to be awesome.
It sounds cool, but in actuality, I'm more like, ooh, are they going to screw this up?
No, because see, Lord of the Rings took place.
You didn't have that thought about the Mandalorian.
Yeah, you didn't have that thought about,
because I knew the Mandalorian didn't have anything like they couldn't screw anything up. It took place after everything.
This took place before everything.
What?
Lord of the Rings.
That means there's so much. Yeah, look what. Yeah, like because everything taking before everything didn't screw anything up. Phantom Menace.
That's a little
Fantastic
different.
Beast.
No, that's a little different.
No, Fantastic Beast.
Fantastic Beast. Actually. Well, no, they did all right.
I wasn't saying whether it did good or bad. Just saying it comes before.
I've only seen the first one. I'm unfortunately I'm kind of curious.
Well, you haven't made it to the Crimes of Grindelwald yet, where they screw up everything. So.
No, I have.
Yeah, so they also screw things.
Well,
up.
the first one was fine. No, the Phantom Menace. They just had bad characters, but the storyline still matched.
Oh, so midichlorians.
Okay, no, I'll give you that one. I'll give you.
Sure.
Fun, no but idea. That's the only time they ever mentioned midichlorians, though. So.
Ugh.
No idea.
Look,
but
even George Lucas could admit that was a mistake.
And even better news, Netflix is getting Avatar: Last Airbender back.
Oh yeah, they already have M. Night Shyamalan's on there.
The good one.
I haven't seen that one yet. Holy crap! We've been recording.
How
for a
have you
time.
Not seen Avatar?
Because I heard it's a horrible movie, and I like the show, so I don't want to ruin it.
I'm talking about the show. Why haven't you seen the show?
No, I said I've seen the show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Tell you what. That's all the time we have here with this caller. He's taking up all our time. Like, I thought I hit the right button. Hold on. Tell me this is the right button.
No.
Hello. Okay. What about this one? All right. Hey, welcome to JC Radio. Who are we talking to today? Hello.
We're talking the radio silence.
Oh, okay.
I hit the mute button just to see what you do.
He thought it was so funny. Okay, next caller. Hello, JC Radio.
Hola.
Oh, hello. Let's see if I remember this. Hola. Como te llamas?
Como te llamas?
Yeah.
You sure it's not llamas?
I'm pretty sure it's llamas.
Double L's in the Spanish language. It makes a ya sound.
I know.
Pretty sure it's still llamas.
Alex, hey, I know that. We're doing a bit
here.
We're doing a bit. Okay? So
we're doing a bit?
Yeah, I need you to not mess this up. We're working on something here, okay? Okay. All right. We'll just start over. JC Radio, JC Radio.
That's all the time
who
we
are we
have
talking
for
to
today.
Hold on. Where am I starting this at? JC Radio, who are we talking to today?
Hi, my name's Jeff.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're not going the Spanish. Hey, Jeff, where are you calling from?
I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can imagine your wife just looking at you like, what the flip?
Well, she's on the phone upstairs with her coworker.
Is that why your kids are just losing their flipping stuff?
Yeah.
I feel like that's been all week.
This is like our 5th time being muted.
They've been kind of nuts all week.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I need you to work with me, okay? Okay. All right. JC Radio, who's calling? Yes, my name's Jeffrey Myers.
Hi, Jeffrey. What can I do for you today?
Oh yeah, you guys were talking earlier about AMC theaters and something about them not playing movies anymore.
Yes. What's your question?
Well, I'm just really confused. What, are they just going to be selling popcorn then? And no more movie tickets?
No,
Where am I supposed to go to buy my movies then?
They're still showing movies, just not specific movies.
Well, what specific? Because let me tell you, there's some bad movies out there, and I don't want to be doing any of the bad movies.
Well, I can't say if they'll be good or bad, but if it's made by Universal, then AMC's not showing it.
The universe doesn't make movies, son. I don't think you know that. The universe
Jeffrey.
is just where we live.
All right, Jeffrey. And next caller.
No, hold on. I'm not hanging up my... Wow, we really just cut him out, didn't we?
Yeah.
Man. All right. He has a point, though. Where are we going to buy movies now?
A store?
Oh, yes, stores. Okay. JC Radio, who we talking to?
I honestly missed all that.
Oh, well, okay, it's Alex, so let's get away. All right. Anyways, no, we had a weird caller come in. He was asking about movie theaters and if they're not going to be playing movies anymore. I don't think he understood how movie theaters worked.
I don't either.
So, you don't buy movies at the movie theater.
No,
you just buy the ticket to watch the movie.
Hey, but don't worry. The last remaining blockbuster is still coming back.
It is.
What's that? I listened to that article.
Oh, nice.
You listen to an article?
Oh, hold on.
Well, the news.
We have another call coming in. JC Radio, who is this? Yeah, and me, Jeffrey Myers again. I heard something about Blockbuster. That was coming back.
Just one.
Just one.
Just one blockbuster.
Well, it only takes one, and then like the corona, it just spreads.
It might.
It's going to spread. I hope so.
All right, Jeffrey.
The Blockbuster across the street from my house next to the Pizza Hut. The Pizza Hut's still there, but the Blockbuster's gone.
That's not great.
They turned it into a Planet Fitness. I don't know how that's supposed to help the planet get more fitness or something, but I don't... The planet has no arms to lift up them bells.
All right, Jeffrey.
So, are the movie theaters coming back?
Yeah.
When?
Nobody knows when.
Okay, all right. Well, just let me know. Let me know when. All right, bye. Wow, that guy's really got old timer stuff going on. Anyways, this is JC Radio. That's all the time we have here today. Phone's ringing off the hook. We're not taking any more calls. If you want to reach us, you can reach us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I don't know why you would reach us on Twitter these days, to be honest.
If you follow us on Twitter, let us know.
Yeah, right. And, of course, YouTube. You can also reach out to us at jcradio.podcast@gmail.com and Spreaker.com, of course. Spreaker is the main hub that we go through. So.
And Spotify.
But you can't reach us on Spotify, but you can listen to us on Spotify.
Listen on Spotify. Reach us on other platforms.
Awesome. Alex, do you have anything else?
Nope.
Awesome. All right. Well, without further ado, there was JC Radio, and we're signing out.
Peace.